So my name's Alex Bond. I'm in the final year of my PhD at York St John, and I've been working under the supervision of Lorna Hamilton and Nicola Curtin. This is the second study of my PhD, When do comprehenders mentalise for pragmatic inference, a partial replication study. So just to give you a run through my poster, I'm doing a replication and extension of the study by Trottenbergen in 220. I'm looking at mentalising, which is a form of social reasoning, and its involvement in pragmatic inference. So pragmatic inference involves using contextual cues to interpret the meaning of an utterance, such as indirect requests. For example, if someone said it's cold in here, this could be a comment or a request to turn up the heating. At times, we may have to make a mental representation of the speaker in order to interpret an utterance correctly. We call this adopting a speaker's perspective. In the left-hand corner is a model that shows how mentalising may be involved in adopting a speaker's perspective. So if you imagine you're reading a narrative dialogue between two people, as you read, you sample information about what the speaker knows or believes. You then maintain this information in memory. Then you may deploy this information in order to make a pragmatic inference about the meaning of an indirect request. So in this study, we had two aims. The first was to see whether we could show empirically that people adopt the speaker's perspective during sampling, maintenance and deployment. The second aim was to see whether mentalising was involved in this process, and if so, when. So to do this, we had participants read pairs of similar narratives in which the speaker's perspectives were manipulated. Then participants were either asked questions in which they had to sample and maintain speaker information or deploy this information to infer the meaning of an indirect request. We found that people adopt the speaker's perspectives during all stages, sampling, maintenance and deployment, and here we've replicated Trottenbergen's results. So next, Trottenbergen wanted to see when mentalising was involved in this process. They found mentalising measured by a text-based measure, the short story task, predicted responses during sampling and maintenance, but not pragmatic inference. So, as some researchers have found reliability problems with the short story task, I wanted to use different tasks. I found I replicated their results when using a text-based measure of mentalising, the strange stories task, but not when using a visual measure of mentalising, the frith-hap animations. This may be because these tasks tap different aspects of mentalising or different associated cognitive skills. So post hoc tests found that deploying information to infer the meaning of an indirect request draws on working memory skills. Overall, this study successfully replicated Trottenbergen's results.